Oh, this is cool. This is her. This is weird. So this is a spirit that actually looks human. That was no spirit. Oh, this is so creepy and insane. I love it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben, and today I'll be reacting to Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 3, Episode 3. Now, I really enjoyed the last episode, just seeing everything that happened with sort of Zuko and Iroh. I love that sort of aspect of the show that it's dealing with. Zuko has everything he wants. He's still miserable and still, I guess, paranoid, and he's not sure what to do. And Iroh is just not helping, which I think after thinking about it, it makes a lot of sense. He realised that he kept pushing Zuko to make a decision he wanted, yet Zuko actually needs to want to change himself, and he hasn't reached that bit yet. And then, of course, at the end, he hired a weird, freaky assassin with a third eye to go after Aang. So that's going to be fun to figure out whatever's going on there. As for the gang themselves, it was really nice seeing them interact with, I guess, Fire Nation people, and just getting to see Fire Nation in general, because they're not all evil, and it was such a nice sort of thing to get to see. We got to see how the Fire Nation is using propaganda to influence their youth and create more loyal citizens, yet Aang was able to interrupt that process, and he was able to give them some freedom, which was such a nice thing to do. And I hope that he feels that that's sort of the way he can give hope back, because that was perfect. Just the Avatar being around, yes, gives hope, but even if he can't reveal he's the Avatar, he can still bring people hope. Yeah, as always, if you do enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And if you do enjoy my content and you want to help support the channel, I do have a Patreon, the link will be in the description. Over there I'm uploading these videos and the full reaction a week in advance, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to check it out. With that said, let's just dive on in. Oh, I mean, this is one way to get around. I get that you can't fly, but there's like land that Appa could still walk across. This looks disgusting.
Hey guys, I think this river's polluted.
Yeah. It is the first time we've seen pollution in this show, because I think, yeah, Passing say they were fine. Northern Water Tribe, they have pristine water. So I guess Fire Nation's the first one that's doing it. Makes sense.
Off the hook?
Too bad your skills aren't on the hook.
Okay, yeah. I think that's just more funny because it's making fun of Sokka, but don't worry, Sokka, you're still funny.
Assuming that'll fit into Sokka's master schedule.
What is that? It looks like it's made of crayon.
Maybe we can get food there.
Is that a little village on the water? That's quite nice.
It looks just like a little hill with horns. Bye, buddy.
I love that Appa just sits there and does that. It's so funny.
From the Earth Kingdom colonies.
Wow, colonial.
Okay, better attitude than the last woman who said that too.
Why do you guys live on the river?
Because we're a fishing town. At least that's how it was before the factory moved in.
This is odd. So in the Fire Nation, they do have sort of other types of places. I get that not all of it would be in a volcano, but like the only things we've seen were the temple that was in that little fiery island, then it was the volcano city, and now it's a whole place on water. That seems quite odd for Fire Nation, but it's quite nice.
Look at this place. It's so sad.
Yeah, this looks dreadful.
We have to do something to help.
No, we can't waste our time here.
People are starving, but you turn your back on them?
Is this going back? I'm sure we dealt with this before, where Aang was basically going around trying to do everything, and they were trying to streamline their journey. Are we doing this again?
We'll be helping them all by taking out the Fire Lord.
Shut up!
Quieter when we talk about taking out the Fire Lord.
Yeah, shut up.
Be reasonable about this. You know our mission has to come first.
And Sokka is right. I can't remember who was talking about it last time. Because Aang was the one that was delaying everything. Can't remember which one of them kept wanting to go and do things. I think it was Sokka.
I'm not Doc. I'm Shu. Doc's my brother.
Okay, so twins.
You're even wearing the same clothes. The only difference is your hat.
Twins.
And I work in the shop. That's why they call me Shu.
Seems a bit crazy, but it doesn't seem that weird. That did.
What can I get you?
Oh, that looks disgusting. What is wrong with this village? Oh, dear.
3 fish. I'll throw in a clam for free.
There's a fish? That does not look like a fish. Oh, there's a fish in the corner, but...
Mind telling your brother we need to ride back to shore?
That's a clam. Oh, no. Ugh. That's like a frog.
Hey, colonials. My brother says you need a lift.
Okay, no, you are just not twins. You're just crazy.
Can you spare some food? I wish I could help more.
Oh, and you can't even waterbend to, like, heal the bruise, can you? Is that a bruise? Oh. Okay, yeah, you're definitely staying to help this village. There's no way you're turning and going and continuing now. Oh, you can, like, undo the pollution like that. That's cool.
For starters, it looks like we'll need to wake up 43 minutes earlier every day.
Can we get a closer look at that thing? That doesn't look like crayon anymore. That looks like an actual Gantt chart. How in-depth is that thing?
If we want to make up the time and stay on schedule, we have to wake up early.
Well, I'm not waking up early.
Or we could just cut out all of our eating breaks.
What? No way!
Sokka, you're being overbearing and annoying. Stop it, please.
From now on, we'll take food breaks and potty breaks at the same time.
That's too much. This is... I mean, I get it. Is it so desperate that you... I mean, yes, you need to get that on time. But surely there's other ways where you can still help people along the way. It can't just be so black and white or just so strict as Sokka's making it out to be.
Opposite? That's awful.
Wow, Sokka. I didn't realize you cared.
Wait for it, wait for it.
Of course I care. I might as well just throw our schedule away now.
There we go. Yeah, that's what he cares about.
And I'm concerned because my big furry friend doesn't feel well.
You big faker.
He doesn't look sick. You okay, buddy?
Oh,
His tongue is purple.
that could be from the polluted water.
It looks like he needs some medicine. Maybe we can find the right herbs in town.
Really? You think they have, like, good stuff here? If they did, surely they'd heal the other sick people.
Is it just me, or does this place seem different?
Yeah.
What the? Yeah, what the? What happened now?
Food was delivered to our village by a mysterious and wonderful person.
No, who?
The Painted Lady.
The painted who now?
Where?
They say she's a river spirit who watches over our town in times of need.
Weird spirit stuff. We're going back here now. Fire Nation spirits, or the spirits in the Fire Nations. Cool. So this is quite nice. There's a spirit actually helping people.
All the medicine we have goes to the factory. That's why there's so many sick people in our village.
Okay, why does the factory need so much medicine then? That doesn't seem good.
Would you like the one-headed fish or the two-headed fish?
Oh, you've got mutated
Two-headed.
fish. Sokka, no!
What? You get more for your money that way.
No. Sokka, no. Stop being stupid. I get it. I get that you want to be efficient, but this is too much. Oh, this is cool. This is her. This is weird. So this is a spirit that actually looks human. Oh, and she just is healing. This is awesome. So she's just going in and healing people. This is so different to the weird spirit stuff we've seen. It feels like, I don't know, all the other spirits have been out of balance and sort of not vengeful, but dangerous. That was no spirit. Oh dear, what have you doing? What have you done? What are you doing? You're masquerading as a spirit.
Hi, Doc. Is Shu around?
Let me check. Hey there, back again, are you?
Okay, yeah, he's just cuckoo.
Our friend is still sick, and we can't leave until he's better.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
I don't think he's gonna get better without food. Even if you eat it, that won't make you better.
And maybe she'll cook us a midnight snack and we'll all have a sing-along.
Yeah, maybe.
Why is... Sokka, you've seen spirits before. You've been kidnapped by Heibai.
Is that why this place seems so festive?
Yep, it's all because of the Painted Lady.
I mean, oh dear, Katara.
Well, I hope she returns every night. Otherwise, this place would go right back to the way it was.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Look how much better off these people are.
I know, but how long would that last?
If she really wanted to help, she would use her spirit magic to blow up that factory.
Like, yeah, that would kind of work. Oh, Katara, what are you doing? So Katara's masquerading as the spirit, Painted Lady, to help the village. Nice, yes. And it does allow her to use waterbending healing, which she wouldn't be able to use now. That does work. That is nice. But if she gets found out, it's dreadful. You just make a mirror out of eyes. This is so cool. I love how creative the bending is. And off she goes. Pretty efficient.
Here, buddy.
Ooh.
It's her.
Oh, great. If Aang finds her, that's kind of okay.
Painted Lady Spirit.
No, you're gonna run. Okay, I mean, I think Aang could probably keep your secret. Maybe. He gets that you're trying to help people.
But I'm the great bridge between your world and mine.
You're gonna notice that it's not a spirit. Oh, ice hopping. That's cool. But yeah, I love the bending right now because so Katara's basically just... Is she floating on water? What is she doing here? This looks so cool. She's just making mist and, like, how is that working? She's just gliding across it. Her bending's gone to the level where she's become a believable spirit.
Hey!
You can't outrun... Well, maybe you can outrun him. Yeah, I don't see this last now.
My name's Aang. I'm the Avatar.
Well, hello, Avatar.
Really gonna... Just come clean already.
I don't get to meet too many spirits, but the ones I do meet, not very attractive.
Kind of monstrous, really.
A lot of people say that.
No, you really seem familiar.
How slow are you, Anne? Come on.
Really should get going.
Okay, he got it. Good.
Katara?
Yeah. Okay, this is... I mean, you probably help you.
I was just trying to help the village. But since everyone thought that's who I was anyway, I guess I just kind of became her.
Oh, so you didn't actually try this? So you just snuck in at night, healed people, disappeared, Then you heard the little rumor, then you dressed up as her. That's quite cool.
Might be sick of the purple berries I've been feeding him, but other than that, he's fine.
So he's faking it. Yeah, I love that. Appa's just going along with it for Katara.
No, I think it's great. You're like a secret hero.
So yeah, of course I would understand. Why keep it secret from him? The only one you gotta keep it secret from is Sokka. Okay, but this is a Fire Nation factory. I feel like this could go, I mean, you're destroying it is good, yes, but if it's home turf, Fire Nation, it could set off some alarm bells.
Getting rid of this factory is the only way to help these people permanently.
You gotta make it look natural. You can't make it look like some bending happened here. You can't make it look like the Fire Nation has a problem inside of it. So, okay, chains have been cut. They can see that. Okay, yeah, you're having so much fun just being too destructive. Okay, good. You put the earth back to how it should be. Good, that looks fine. You brought the... Okay, that is cool. She didn't even see the water. I know she did that with Jet, doing the geyser thing. But that was amazing. She had... So she must be able to sense where the water is then, and just bring it wherever she wants. That is insane.
Don't want to wake Sokka.
Oh, dear.
Hi, Sokka. We're just out on a morning walk.
How are you getting any sleep if you're doing this every night?
And I know you've been lying about Appa and feeding him purple-izing tongue berries. What you did put our whole mission in jeopardy.
Well, we don't know the aftermath. Maybe they don't... The Fire Nation, I feel like you could be on natural causes for the destruction of the factory. Bad things are coming. Yep, that makes sense. You look brutal. Yeah, soldiers, what are you doing? What are they...
What's going on?
Why are they going for the village?
Did you even think this through? The army's gonna blame the villagers. They're headed there right now.
But why though? The villagers can't exactly do anything themselves. Why would they assume that the village was able to do it? Is that just blaming the closest thing?
I will never, ever turn my back on people who need me.
That's amazing. Okay.
And I am gonna do whatever I can.
I love this. This is a Katara episode. This is giving her focus and development. Amazing. Season 3 already doing stuff that I wanted.
I thought you didn't want to help.
You need me, and I will never turn my back on you.
Plus, all he wants to do is leave. The sooner you get this over with, you get to leave.
He really does have a heart, doesn't he?
You steal our food, our medicine, and then you destroy our factory.
Oh, that's where Katara got it from.
And I suppose you drew the army emblem on your containers, too.
Oh, no. Katara. Why? Okay, that's bad. And they're gonna just destroy the entire town. Great.
We're going to cure the world of this wretched village.
You're all part of the Fire Nation, right? I'm surprised that there's, like, loyalty within this nation. They're just destroying each other. Airbending. Oh, great. Yep, airbending. Oh, no. Oh, great. What are you doing?
Something strange is going on.
That looks insane. Oh. I love they're just bending the mist. It looks so creepy.
He's coming.
There is no painted lady.
Oh, dear. Kind of is. They're using Appa for sounds. This is amazing. Oh, I love this. They're just doing little practical effects. She has her own theme music next to Sokka.
Maybe it is her.
They're really selling this. Wow. Oh, this is so creepy and insane. I love it. Like the design as well. I love the look at the painted lady. Oh, this is so creepy.
Do something!
I love Katara. She's insane. And what are you... Okay, he's just underneath. Oh, whoa, you are selling this well.
Stand your ground!
Okay, does this guy seriously think he can fight a spirit? Because he must think it's a spirit now. Does he really think he has that kind of power? Okay, that's all Katara and I love it. She does have the power of a spirit. And, yep, turning and running.
I'll take care of you myself!
You're an idiot. Really? Faced with this, you think you can match? Fire. Aang, you got her? There's so much trust. Oh, I thought he was gonna block the shots. He just let her levitate. Oh, this is insane. Oh, wow, you sold this so well. I love this. This is so cool.
Leave this village and never come back.
This is so cool. Katara's basically a superhero. I love it. She's gone... I love this episode so much. She's done so much with her. Cheering. Nice. You came back here? Why didn't you? Okay, so they're all gonna see you. I kind of think you should leave.
Wait a minute.
Oh no.
I know you.
Okay.
You're not the painted lady.
And the paint's breaking.
You're the lady that gave me a fish.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Tensions, the music's making more tense.
She's a waterbender.
How dare you act like our painted lady?
Oh great, come on, oh no. So there goes your cover, great. Now what?
Because of her, that factory won't be polluting your river and the army is gone.
Go on, Sokka.
I shouldn't have acted like someone I wasn't, and I shouldn't have tricked you.
It was necessary. They wouldn't have trusted a waterbender, they would have trusted that painted lady.
You can't wait around for someone to help you. You have to help yourself.
I love this. They're just going around helping Fire Nation places.
What should we do?
Maybe we can clean the river.
Because they're actually not going to attack Katara or rat her out for being waterbender.
Not so bad for a waterbender.
You wouldn't mind keeping that a secret, by the way, would you?
Keeping my mouth shut is a personal specialty.
Okay, a lot to pick up here.
The shoe, on the other hand, he's a blabbermouth.
Okay, so they really can't trust him. But so they think waterbenders are bad? Is that like more of the propaganda thing? Does the Fire Nation make everyone think that all the other benders are bad or evil or something?
All right, I'm Bushi. Let's get some river cleaning done.
You have another one?
I knew you were the same guy. You're the shop owner and the boat guy.
Obviously.
You must be talking about my brothers, Doc and Shu.
No, I just saw you.
Just there's no point, no point.
You know who does that? My brother, Doc. He's crazy.
Yeah. Just did you lot seriously not realise that? We're actually going to see like the whole river get cleaned. This is awesome. And they're seeing earthbending and waterbending. Oh, whoa. Okay, that place looks so much nicer now. I love it. They're literally going around the Fire Nation and showing off that other people aren't that bad. They're changing little bits of the Fire Nation. They changed the school at least, maybe. Oh, you'll know. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay. That's incredible. Who needs Aang to be the bridge when you have Katara? Oh, that was an amazing episode. Okay, absolutely loved that one. That was insane. I just love this little pattern that we're going through. They've now helped a school, or at least a class, become more free, and they're changing little bits of the Fire Nation at a time. Now they've changed this whole little village. So that's a much wider group of people to not only sort of be, I guess, tolerant of other elements and people, but to kind of accept them. Well, there's so many little details there which I kind of love. It's the world building again. So you have this water spirit. I'm guessing at the end it kind of confirms the spirits are weird. They're always weird to me. So you have this one who's actually real, who looks human and not like a crazy monstrous thing. Because when I think of spirits, I think we've seen Ko and Heibai. Those are the spirits. They both look like monsters. Of course, Heibai turned into a panda at the end, but it was still freaky. This one is actually a human-looking thing. So thank you at the end. Now I'm guessing from what it was saying is that she couldn't help because the river was awful. She was a river spirit, so if her river's polluted, she's kind of trapped, or she's no power, and she's like, yeah, she's stuck. But then when it's cleaned, she can come back and she can help. But the thing with that is, I didn't expect her to be kind, I guess. All the spirits are kind of weird because they're meant to be out of balance because the Avatar's been gone so long. Is this a sign that the world is coming back into balance now the Avatar's returned? Because the spirits are like the weirdest part of this whole thing. With the world out of balance, it means the spirits go nuts. And you have forests and people being kidnapped and all of that stuff. But this one seemed pretty okay. Yeah, I also don't understand how the Fire Nation is like a united nation at this point. Like, they have these people that are just... You have the military who are taking everything from regular people, medicine, food, all of that, and then polluting their home. How are people on board with this war? Unless then, maybe they're not. How happy is the Fire Nation? I think that's what I want to know. Are they actually okay with everything that's going on? Because they have a huge army, so unless it's people that sort of drafted in, I need to know, do they have a drafted army or a volunteer army? Because this could really swing the Fire Nation two different ways. Either it's so bad they're forcing people to fight, or it's kind of good in the sense that it is the actual general people aren't quite happy with it. Also, I did quite like the stuff we got with Sokka in this one. Yes, he can be a bit of annoying and just kind of, he's very driven and focused on the end goal. He wants everyone to get there and he needs everyone to do everything they need to do. It's almost a paranoia, I guess, or I don't know if it drives some fear of not being able to do it or if it's just his over-eagerness to get there and get it all done. But it's logical, it's where you should be, but I do like that it was they sort of brought it back and because they helped him. He was willing to turn his back on these people and let them continue suffering for basically freeing them in the long run. So I do like that they changed that into him accepting that they are going to help people along the way, because that's just who they are. They are good people. They're heroes. It's all well and good throwing over the Fire Lord, but if you don't have the support of the people, it's not going to amount to much. They're still not going to like you. They've just killed their ruler, who they could love. We still don't know enough about the citizens to judge whether or not overthrowing the Fire Lord would result in any change at the minute. Here, at least, you have changed the school, you have changed this little village, so now, hopefully, they're more accepting of a new regime. The school children probably want to be more free. With a new ruler, they might be. With the whole village, they were being harassed and tormented and basically polluted by the army. With a new ruler, that is likely to change. So I love that they're sort of going through these different places, sort of encouraging... They're sort of working through the cracks that are within the Fire Nation, and they're exposing all this stuff to the regular people. They're not going after the army, they're just going after regular citizens and helping them. Then that's all they're doing, and I absolutely love that. Because in the bigger picture, that's what's going to keep the Fire Nation from going, I guess, bad if they do get rid of Ozai. So Katara, obviously the star of this episode, she was so good here. Season 2, I was wanting maybe an episode to focus on Katara again. Here, it was just perfect. And I love the costume design, the bending, it all looked so insane. Because I'm trying to remember what happened in Season 1, because I think it was on Kyoshi Island, where she wanted to leave and get on with everything, because I think it came from jealousy with the whole Aang thing and the other girls. But then here... it's changed so much since then, because she now knows that it's better to stay and help people. You shouldn't just move on and get there as quickly as you can, because it's just the right thing to do. And I love that she has that passion in her and that drive to sort of just do the right thing. Yeah, her bending is absolutely insane. I love that she was able to put up the sort of guise of the Painted Lady for a couple nights without Aang's help. That just says a lot in itself. Well, I think first night she kind of snuck into the village and healed people with waterbending. Probably didn't know about the Painted Lady then, because I don't think they'd said it until the second day after they explained that she had been there the night before. Then you had sort of her coming back looking like the Painted Lady and doing all that stuff and maybe being more out in the open and just helping people like that. And again, it was all done with her own bending. No air bending, just healing and water bending, which I think is so insane. In this episode, it feels like she's come so far since Season 1. I don't know... she's definitely a master by now, and she's on the same level as spirits. She's putting off a believable show that she's actually that powerful. I know we've seen a tsunami wave created by Yue, and I think the first episode of this season. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Katara is at that same level. Now Sokka, I think, was definitely sort of the second plotline going on in this story. He was very much just trying to get where they need to be. It comes from a logical place where he wants to get the mission done because he knows that that's sort of going to bring peace. It's the most important thing, so he wants to get that done and make sure everything's prepared, everything's on time, because if they're late to that, it kind of messes everything up. So it would be good if they were on time, but they also can't turn their backs on people. And I love this sort of dynamic that they were fighting between each other, because it was good because they were siblings, a sibling dynamic, and they're fighting like siblings would. And you also have the position of trying to do the biggest thing, where also you can't just let people suffer. And I love that the sort of argument was won by Katara, saying that we should still help people, and Sokka eventually came around to it. Because I'm just hoping that you can sort of twist his logical thinking into, yes, help people, and try and do it as quickly as possible, so that you can keep moving, because he should know that all of his gang are going to want to help people. So get on board with it and just try and make it go as quickly as possible so you can keep your deadline. He needs to be more adaptable. Yeah, this episode definitely highlighted how rigid he is at the minute, because I definitely want some kind of episode to deal, again, focus on Sokka and just give him something that puts him at the same level as the Benders. I know that's going to be very difficult, but he still feels kind of just there for the ride. He's planning things, yes, but he can't actually help in the fighting. In this large battle, he was playing the flute. Toph was at least doing the giant rock thing to create sound effects, so she was kind of in that bit, but she can do so much more as well. Sokka's main use here was playing the flute and giving a theme for Katara, and I just want him to do so much more in the fighting sense. He's an incredible fighter, but he just gets completely overshadowed by the Benders, and I want something that can level him up to stand on his own. Aang, I also really enjoyed in this episode. He sort of took the back seat for Katara, and I love that they're showing off that even though she isn't an avatar, or even though either Toph or Katara are the avatar, they are still just as capable and powerful. And in this instance, it could have just been Aang who dealt with the Fire Nation. He could have pretended to be some kind of weird spirit thing, done all the bending, but he let Katara do it because she is powerful enough to pull it off, and yet he did help without revealing himself. I absolutely love that she was able to do that sort of thing, and Aang was there to help her. He didn't want to take sort of the spotlight. He even though he is sort of the star of the show, he lets the others shine. And I love how the creators are just doing that, because you'd think with the Avatar being able to use all the elements, it kind of overshadow every other person who can. But they do it they do this show in such a good way that even though Toph and Katara aren't avatars, their bending looks absolutely phenomenal and so powerful to the point where they're probably more powerful in their specific bending than Aang is for earthbending. I would say that Toph is more powerful earthbender than Aang, yet Aang can use all the elements. And that in itself makes him the most powerful. So yeah, the Painted Lady, that was cool that we got to see an actual other spirit again. So we have Heibai, we've had Ko, and we had that weird monkey thing that was in the spirit realm with Ko. And I'm trying to think if we have, and we saw the koi fish. So I'm trying to think if there was any other spirits we saw in season 2, which I'm not sure we did. The owl. So we've seen quite a few. All of them kind of like a little monstrous. The ocean spirit had his big monstrous form. Owl had a weird neck dragon thing. Heibai had the weird creepy form, and of course Ko just looks something out of everyone's nightmares. And now it's so cool to see another spirit who looks human and sort of just nice, because we haven't seen that yet. Because I just love the versatility and I guess how different each spirit can be. None of them feel the same. They all feel so unique and special, yet they all feel this mysticism around them, and I love just that. And I love the sort of the world building lore that they just added here, because that's the thing with Heibai, is that his forest was burnt, so he became vengeful, he became powerful, and he went around and started kidnapping people. That was his thing. He also had the weird light show where he could decimate villages with that thing. So he was still powerful and could still do stuff, even though his sort of place was destroyed, his sacred spot. This is a river spirit, and I guess her river hadn't been destroyed. I imagine if it was destroyed, she would be very angry and still very powerful. But the fact that it was polluted there's a different thing. I guess the pollution makes her weak. It's like a poison, a sickness. It's trapping her, and that once it was clean, then she could sort of come back and I guess help. And I don't know if she would help the village or not. I think that's definitely a Katara thing. But how kind is this spirit? All the other spirits seem kind of a little bit off. I think Heibai is sort of the only good one, in the sense that when he is good, he kind of helps out. The fish spirits, they were good. Yeah, I think they're good. Ko, completely evil. Owl thing, that guy was kind of a jerk. Then Painted Lady, there's not enough to go on. She just says thank you at the end, which I think that's a good tone. She was saying thank you to Katara, but I don't know whether or not that was for cleaning her river or was for helping the people that sort of admire her or worship her. I think she's just a very cool spirit that I would love to get more information about, and I feel like this whole episode did a great job of just having this mysticism around her that now I just want to know more. And yeah, the village itself was also really nice to see, because I love seeing sort of the environments this show will go to. All the places for the water tribe were icebergs and ice stuff, and that was basically it. You had ships, I guess, as well, but that's basically all they have. It would be cool to see like the whole water nation get their own little place as well, maybe a floating island or something, because that could be something else they do. Do they have to stick just to ice? That Earth Nation, they make stuff out. Marshy was at a mountain, and Ba Sing Se had a giant wall, so it's all very much in keeping with that element. Fire Nation, we've seen the Avatar Temple on the sort of volcanic island. Then we've seen, I guess, one big city with the city basically being in a dormant volcano. Now we've seen a city or a village that's sitting on a river, which is so different to them. That's the kind of thing I'd expect a water nation to be or have something to do with, because it's on the water. Yeah, it's the Fire Nation who have that, and that's just quite interesting. They're the ones that are trying to eliminate all other nations and all other bending, yet they're the ones that are sort of straying from their own element in the way that they're building on stuff that's completely separate to their culture, the water. But yeah, I love that the village actually came around and sort of changed in a sense after the whole thing. Because yes, they started off a bit angry when they found out that Katara was masquerading as their Painted Lady, but I think that anger definitely came from just the masquerading as a Painted Lady thing. It wasn't that she was a waterbender. I think that was like a secondary thing at that point. It's because you appropriated their sort of culture that they were angry, and then when they realised that you were trying to help, they sort of calmed down again. And even though you are a waterbender, they didn't care that much. They had that one line of saying, oh, maybe you're not so bad for a waterbender after all. So that makes me think that the Fire Nation is spreading more propaganda around, not just that Ozai is amazing, but also that maybe all the other nations are kind of evil or in that way. So how much control does he have over the populace to make them believe this sort of thing? Because they didn't try to kill her, they weren't trying to rat her out, so they clearly don't see her as some kind of threat or evil. I guess they just think negatively of them. And I guess, yeah, it was nice that it didn't sort of escalate from there. So they can still, I guess, be in the same room as someone from another nation and it doesn't take a lot to sort of get them to accept it. So Ozai's control definitely doesn't go so far as to have his own populace try and kill any other bender they see, or try and attack or hurt anyone or rat them out. It's quite weak in that sense, that they are sort of, they think that they know what a bender is. When they actually meet one, they're not that bad, and they sort of get along. And I like that that is the case, and it's not super evil, and Ozai does seem weaker in that way. Fire Nation as a whole I've been loving, and I think just getting to see all the in-depth stuff, I definitely have a lot of questions surrounding it. Like, my main thing at the minute, what is the actual civilian population like? Because obviously there's going to be a sort of a grey thing here. The main evil people are the army, who have a bunch of power and are kind of jerks, who is in all the command positions, like Zhao. And then, of course, you have the evil family at the head, which is Ozai, Zuko, Azula. That's the enemy, that's the issue. But what is the actual civilization and people like? We've seen some of the teachers be kind of just, eh. So they're adults and people within the society who are fine and on board with the Fire Nation. Yet you also have the children who are much more free, and they're not into the propaganda yet. Then you have this village who's being completely taken advantage of by the army, and they're completely suffering because of it. Yet they're still on board with the Fire Nation. But I do like that it shows, because this is setting up something as well. You have the Fire Nation and the head people, leaders, the government, whatever it is. Is Ozai a king? Emperor. Have they given him a title yet? Fire Lord. I'm trying to think of something that equates to real world stuff. Governor, king, emperor, whatever. He is Fire Lord over them, but do they like him at the minute? The school, I think the teachers do. This little tribe, they didn't have any pictures of him anyway. It didn't feel like the Fire Nation architecture. If anything, they felt like a colony from the Earth Nation. But they're still in the heart of the Fire Nation. It just makes me wonder what the actual overall civilization thinks of Ozai, because what the Avatar's doing at the minute is so good in the sense that they're going around these places and fixing them. They're making them better than what they were under the rule of Ozai. So when hopefully Ozai does get overthrown, they can be happy about it. Because that's the most difficult part of overthrowing this sort of thing. You have to make sure that the citizens are on board with it. Otherwise, they're just going to be angry at whoever overthrew them, and they'll just replace them with someone who could be even worse. So you actually need to make sure that the people are on board with getting rid of this leader. And so far, I don't know if it feels that way. It's kind of a mixed bag. The children probably wouldn't care, but the adults of the school, they probably wouldn't be very happy with Ozai being kicked out. This village seems like they could have changed. They probably wouldn't mind it. Seeing the Avatar, someone that helped them free themselves from the army, having bad experiences with the army, they'd probably be happy that he is instating someone who could help them. So I do hope we get more of these sort of episodes where they're going around helping people like this and sort of turning the citizens' views of the Fire Lord against him. So as of what I'm expecting to come next, I'm hoping, because we've got the big thing with the showdown and the Black Sun stuff, and it's cool that Sokka said that they only have 8 minutes for that, so that's going to be kind of that's a tight squeeze to try and fit everything into that, so that'll be fun. But I just hope that the Avatar gang will continue to sort of pace that on, that Aang is still bringing hope to the world by changing these little places within the Fire Nation. I think this is such a cool way to go about defeating the Fire Nation as a whole, by turning the people who make up it good and sort of freeing them from the propaganda that they've been fed and making their lives better, so they almost want to not be associated with what's going on with the higher-ups of the Fire Nation. I think that's such a cool way to attack the evil that's in this world. Yeah, so Katara's now got an amazing episode. Aang had an amazing episode at the start, so we've got those two getting all the focus. Now I definitely want something for Sokka. He's the one that I want so badly to get something. I want him to get pushed up or elevated to where the Benders are in a way that allows him to, I guess, just fight alongside them, because it feels like he would just be completely useless in a Bender's fight. So I want him to have something that he can feel more included with them. Toph, I think she's had plenty of development. Season 2 is basically all about Toph, so I absolutely love where she's at. Don't mind if she doesn't get another focused episode, but I guess I just want more metal bending, I guess. That's what I want. Last time we saw it was on the ship in episode 1. Still love it, and I can't wait for it to come back again. I'd love it if they did an episode focus on just her being able to do that to begin with, because it still feels like they brushed past it. So this whole show, that's the only thing I'm annoyed with. It's just, you've invented this really cool bending, yet you haven't taken them like a minute to say, oh wow, that is insane. So that's something I'm hoping for. Just get an episode focused on Toph's metal bending. But yeah, I really love the direction this season's going. It feels more intense. It still has that comedy bit in there. It feels like they've sort of worked out what makes this show amazing, and they're balancing it so well. It feels like they're confident now with all the experimentation they did in season 1, season 2, trying to find the right balance of seriousness and comedy, and now it just feels absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait for more. But with that said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one for season 3, episode 4. See ya!